So, getting to the part that we get a little deeper on.
A little deeper.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll play some slow Christian contemporary music one day. Steven M., what you got for the people to contemplate on to get a little deeper with?
Man, just coming off a fast like we mentioned last show.
Hunger striking for the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Hunger striking for more of the things that's unseen that we do have hope for.
I mean, just coming off of that and just thinking about, just was mentioned in the sermon today by Mike Patterson. Shout out my boy Chris Dorelis.
Chris Dorelis. No, I'm sorry, Dorelis.
Dorelis.
Chris D.
He shouted him out because Chris had mentioned if I ate food as often as I studied the Bible, how would I be starving? Like, how hungry would I be? What Mike was saying is that whatever you want to do, whatever you make time for, you will get accomplished.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, if you need to eat to keep your body going, your brain will figure out a way to get it.
Oh, yeah.
You know? So, this is turning to Matthew 7, starting in verse 7 for, those following along.
Follow along. Pick your phone up. I know you got the Bible app on your phone.
Yes. And, and those probably at the office, and you got a little hand Bible.
Hand Bible,
I got the little physical,
Not the Gideon's Bible that the other people use in the hotels.
Oh, no. But follow along if you can. So, verse 7 says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you.
Right.
For everyone who asks receives. The one who seeks finds.
Well.
And to the one who knocks, the door will be opened.
Open.
So that basically says what you set your mind to, you're going to find it.
You're going to find it.
And this made me realize that if I set my mind to filling my heart with scriptures, it's going to get done.
It's going to get done.
It's definitely going to get done more than I have been doing in the past.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I absorb a word, in the sermon and then a midweek and then maybe, you know what I mean? Like if some guys invite me to a study or something like that. No, it has to be all that in between time. Like, what am I doing? Even if it's like a 10 or 15 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't AI your spiritual walk.
Oh, you can't. You can't absorb it by osmosis.
Exactly.
By other people's blessing, by other people's salvation, by other people's studying and hard work.
Let me tell you something. You said something right there. Because a lot of people, even in that aspect, they'll see other people getting blessed, but they don't see the work that people been putting in.
Right.
That's why I tell people, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Sometimes people say favor ain't fair, but you don't know what their war room look like. You know what I'm saying? They might be in there getting to the scriptures, praying, petitioning, hunger striking. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get to a better place, but then you see what happened, because I feel like sometimes it be a lot of spiritual jealousy going on in churches and stuff like that.
Of course,
you know what I'm saying?
Because jealousy is what humans feel.
It's a human thing, and that right there almost let me know that you ain't tapping in what you need. You ain't tapping into the source. You tapping more into your flesh, your humanity, than you actually is tapping into your spirituality.
Yeah, because with that, I feel like you're spending a lot of energy just hating, so to speak.
Yeah.
Or just wondering, well, why can't I have that?
Yeah.
What people, oh God, what's happening for other people, I want that to happen for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you don't know what it took to get there. So you're putting more energy into really conspiring spiritually against this person, and less into tapping into the source and getting what's for you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, I think you can only have the energy. You can't put the energy in both places.
No, you can't.
You can't put so much energy getting wrapped up in what's fair and what's just, because in order for you to know what's fair and just, you have to know the whole blueprint. And do you know God's blueprint?
Exactly.
We don't. So you can't put all your energy into that basket and in the other basket, the energy you need to be successful.
Exactly. That's very true.
So
yeah, that was good. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about faith. Mike talked about faith, breakthrough faith. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go to an oldie and a goodie.
Mm-hmm.
Hebrews 11:1. Now faith is being sure of what we hope for and certain of what we do not see. This is what the ancients were commended for. By faith we understand that the universe was formed at God's command, so that what is seen was not made out of what was visible. And to me, that stuff, like, I like talking about faith, because faith, it helps, you know what I'm saying? It helps give that hope, you know what I'm saying, for tomorrow, you know what I mean? And people, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you're like, you know what I'm saying, why have faith? I'm like, faith help pushes you through. Faith is a valuable ingredient for hope, you know what I'm saying? Because without faith, you have no hope. Right. You know what I mean? And if you don't tap into scriptures, you won't know what true faith is. You will only believe in the things that man tell you can be attained, instead of believing in the things that God can make happen. You start tapping more into yourself instead of tapping into scriptures, being around spiritually like-minded people. You don't tap into the things that will sustain you. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I learned in the fast is, like, if I'm not praying, if I'm not reading my Bible, my faith will wane. You know what I'm saying? I will start being critical. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want you. It's very hard to be spiritual and critical. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because, like, a lot of times when you hypercritical, that you take your eyes off the possibilities of God. You know what I'm saying? You don't say that, man, you know what, God can do the impossible. You know what I'm saying? He did take 7 days to create, actually 6. He rested on the 7th. You know what I'm saying? But he created that out of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what faith is. You know what I'm saying? But the thing that is that we have on the people in the Old Testament, and even the people that were walking around with Jesus at that time, we actually got scripture. Right. We got access. You know what I'm saying? We got access, way more access than anybody before us. We're the most accessible generation in the history of man. You know what I'm saying? Known history. Because it might have been more accessible back in the day. But, you know what I'm saying? Now, from what we know, we got more access to knowledge, you know what I'm saying, spiritual knowledge than anybody before. We get to read, you know what I'm saying, of what happened. And even I like what Mike was talking about, like, hey, what people like, well, the Bible was written by man. What book have you seen that wasn't written by man? Right. But the things are God inspired, because just like the examples he gave, like, for us, like, like, who would say a man, even if you think about a woman, you know what I'm saying, you sinning? Like, exactly. Who would say that? I know if it was me right now, like, you know, I'm giving him a little leeway. He wasn't doing that but thinking about it. You kind of right in there, you know, a little peak, okay. Yeah, exactly. A little peak is alright. You know what I'm saying? But it's not, because that means that thing came from a higher plane. Because if we just think in our flesh, we think everything okay. And the thing is, the texts have been inspired over so many cultures and centuries. Yeah. Like, you find, like, it has been found that this book has been written in different countries over different times. So it's not like, okay, it just adapted to the times, and you know, even though it has. See, that's the thing. We're not saying that it's never been used to bend laws and kill people and whatever. Yes, it has. But at the end of the day, chicken wings is still bad. Even though chicken wings are delicious, if you eat 100 of them, you're putting yourself in a bad spot. Exactly. So we're not saying it hasn't been a tool that's been corrupted, but it has been inspired over hundreds of years and cultures too. It's hard to bridge many things across cultures like that. You know,
outside of like the continents being like smashed together like millions of years ago.
Pangea.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's hard to bridge things over culture like that.
Yeah.
You know, even over countries on the same continent, let alone different ones.
Yeah.
So
and to see its reach went further than that. God's word reach went everywhere light went on this earth. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, the faith part, the faith aspect is what helps people. That's what make people come. The love and the faith. You know what I'm saying? Because the love bring people in, but the faith gonna keep you walking.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Gonna keep you marching, gonna keep you moving forward. And all I say is, man, and this a little deeper, man, just have faith, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just have faith and do what's necessary. Do the reps. Do the tedious things. I guarantee, even though it may be tedious for a time, you're going to see some times in your life where, dang, man, that time I was sitting there reading the Bible, it really apply to me right now. A fire don't stay burning forever. You know what I'm saying? You have to keep putting logs on the fire or some kind of thing that burns. You know what I'm saying? And nothing burns. It keeps your faith flame fanned like the word.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? This is a little deeper from Darius J and Stevie Neal. We're Convrs8. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, Anchor.fm. You know what I'm saying? Check us out, Spotify.
Right.
Apple Podcasts. All the other ones.
Right. Google Podcasts.
We on everything but SoundCloud.
We're not on SoundCloud.
We're not on SoundCloud.
You know, that
but you know what I'm saying?
didn't work out.
But yeah, just check us out. You know what I'm saying? Give us a listen. Like, share us. You know what I'm saying? Give us to your people. I hope we are entertaining to you guys. And easy to listen to. Some laughs. And some word. You know what I'm saying? Because life is full of perspective. And perspective comes from all avenues. Even ones that lead you down the wrong alley.
Yeah, and we're just trying to bring a little conversation and meet it with conviction.
So if y'all got something that y'all want us to talk about or want to dig into, email us. Convrs8 Let's Talk at gmail.com.
That's right.
Convrs number 8.
Yes.
LETSTALK at gmail.com. Or leave us a voicemail on Anchor.fm. You know what I'm saying? Look us up. CONVRS8. Check us out on YouTube.
Yes.
IG. You know what I'm saying?
Convrs8 MC.
Convrs8 MC. Check us out there. We post clips.
Yes.
I'm going to start interacting with y'all more. If y'all don't interact with me, I'm going to just be a dude talking to itself.
If you feel like some live and living color meetings,
you know,
we are at, on Sundays, the Path Church.
1890. Donald Lee Howell Parkway, Atlanta, Georgia. Parkway Northwest.
Yes.
Atlanta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? Check us out. We in the JLIA building.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We in the main hall. You'll see us. We got signs and stuff letting you know where to go, where to park. Smiling faces waving you in. You can come even get a smiling face in the rain from us, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Good music, good fellowship, good time. And last but not least, Jesus Christ.
That's right.
We are Convrs8.
We talked about it.
We talked about it.
Peace.